I did really want to be a singer when I was old enough to reason, and I was around it a lot. And I got to high school and started to do it in public, and scared to death, but still performed. So it was good.
Of course, your mum was a fantastic actress as well. But the reason I asked you if there was ever anything else in your mind, because you were quite an athlete as a youngster, weren't you?
I was fair. You know, I was good on the track and field, and I was a pretty good American football player. I'm not a good baseball player though, but football I really enjoyed.
The story goes that you went to school with a number of people, one being Nancy Sinatra, and in a way your careers, almost took off in a similar sort of way, didn't they? She was always, every lunchtime we would talk, and then one time she said, "Oh, my father's going to be singing here in an assembly," and so sure enough, they called us all into assembly, and there was her dad, and that was really exciting. But she was a great girl, but she didn't start singing really until later on. Mm-hmm. She kind of came on the scene and decided to sing "These Boots Are Made for Walking" and all that stuff. So she's very good. I'm told that your first ever performance was, in front of a major audience at least, was at the Thunderbird Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. Not a bad place to start, really, is it? No, in those days it was a pretty nice place, and my father was working there, and he said, "Why don't you come and try your wings and see how you like it?" And which is a great opportunity for any young kid. And so I did, and of course I liked it. I used to vocalize all day long. Mm. And by the time I got on stage, I was hoarse. And he said, "Stop doing that." But I was so intense and so scared, that I couldn't stop vocalizing. As a performer, you've worked with Sammy Cahn, some of the great names, the Cole Porter, the Gershwins, and so on. You've won a number of awards, a couple of Grammys along the way, and many others. And of course, you've had the hit records, but you've also been well known for musical theatre, and that's perhaps one of the biggest loves of your career, isn't it? Yeah, there's something to be said for playing off of other people and having responsibility of keeping them in good stead on the stage, and also you can create something different every night. The scene becomes better or different without changing it very much. It just has a different flair, a different spark, and that's exciting. Creativity is the key, I think, in life to enjoying life. I mean, McCartney says life is what happens while you're making plans, but to me, life is creating, and everybody in their own way is creative. No matter what kind of job they're doing, they are creating something, and that's what makes life worthwhile. What do you prefer? Do you prefer, the live stuff, with an audience there, seeing the whites of their eyes, or do you prefer the sort of creativity of going into a studio and recording? Of course, on the stage, which we're just talking about, is, you have that barrier that you're not supposed to cross. Mm. When you're doing legit theater, like I did Man of La Mancha for a year, and that was really rewarding, but you couldn't interact with the audience. And then when you interact with the audience, like I will be at the Palladium, or I will be at wherever I'm on tour here, it's different. You can talk to them and meet them and see old friends and do requests or whatever, and that's really rewarding. In the studio, you're telling a story, and you really want to concentrate and not see anything else but the story that's in your mind in front of you.